Welcome to Lo Stagnone in Sicily. Here's the IK Surf Mag travel guide for the spot.
Hi, my name's Rou. I'm the publisher and one of the testers at IK Surf Mag. I also do a bunch of travel guides for the video channel as well. This week we are checking out the incredible location of Lo Stagnone in Sicily. Now, if you've never been here before, it should definitely be on your radar as one of the best destinations in Europe for kite surfing during the summer.
Just endless flat water. Perfect for beginners, intermediates, people looking to progress. In fact, anyone who wants to get better at kiteboarding, this is one of the best spots you can come to.
Season starts around March, ends around October, but you can kite here in the winter as well. It does get wind, it's a little bit more frontal, but right now, as you can see behind me, there's loads of kites out and everyone's enjoying these amazing thermal winds that this location is famous for. So what makes this place so special? First of all, the lagoon is absolutely massive. You can see it behind me here and it goes on and on and on. And that whole lagoon, it never gets more than knee to thigh deep. So you can fall in, you can wipe out, it doesn't matter. You can always stand up, you're never going to be out of your depth here. And that's a real bonus for a lot of people, especially if you're learning to kite. If you're a beginner intermediate who's wiping out a little bit more, losing your board every now and then, here you will never need to body drag for your board. You can simply walk back to it. The other massive advantage here is the water is dead flat. You don't find that in a lot of places in Europe, especially most of the beach spots you go to. A lot of the lakes, the water gets quite choppy. Here, no matter how windy it is, the lagoon's always really flat. And that's because behind me, up there, you can see there's a bit of land mass that has a load of salt flats on it. So those salt flats stop all the chop and all the water getting rough, and then this whole expanse behind me here is full of flat water, and it's perfect for doing freestyle tricks, amazing for free ride, and as I said earlier, absolutely unreal if you're a beginner. As you can see from the flags, it's windy too. We came here this week and the forecast, I have to admit, wasn't great, but we've been kiting every single day that we've been here. So we had southerly winds, which were really hot. The temperature actually got up to 47 degrees. If you saw any of the news this summer about Sicily, we were here during that week. Despite that, we were out on 10, 12, 13 metre kites the first couple of days. Yesterday I was out on a 10, boosting it in the southerly wind. Today the wind switched around to northerly and it's solid 9 metre weather. So this place gets an amazing thermal wind. I would say if you're coming here during the summer, you're pretty much guaranteed to get on the water most days. So Sicily is just a short haul from most European destinations, so it's really easy to get to. There's loads of flights from the UK and from Europe. And if you live locally, you can of course drive here. A note on that, because it's so easy to get to and because it is such an amazing location, it can get busy, especially at weekends. Most of the local Italians, they're here at the weekend, so on Saturday and Sunday, expect the lagoon to be quite busy. But it is a huge lagoon. You can easily ride upwind or downwind out of everyone's way. Every day that I've been out this week, I've been upwind or downwind, found my own little spot, had loads of room to throw jumps and tricks and not get bothered by anyone. So don't be afraid to get away from the madding crowd, ride a little bit further out, especially at weekends, maybe ride behind some of the islands, which can offer stunning flat water and a really nice little vista as well when you're around there. But don't just think you've got to ride out the front of the centres where it can get busy. A word on the centres, we're staying here at the amazing Pro Kite Albi Rondina, which was one of the first centres to be set up. I'm going to show you a little bit about that now, and I'll talk a little bit about why we came here in a moment. But there are a few centres along the coastline. So as you go up and down, you can find little pockets of beginners and things like that. Just be respectful. A lot of people come here to learn to kite surf. If you're already a good kite surfer, stay out of the way of the centres, stay out of the way of the beginners, and just be aware of people coming to and from the beach as and when they get on and off the water. As for the setup here, it really is a one-stop shop. So if you come to Pro Kite Albi Rondina, they've got a hotel. They've also got villas, so you can book into a room or you can get a villa if there's a group of you and you want to cook your own food and things like that. They've then got a beach bar on your way down to the beach, and then they've got this amazing centre which I'm going to show you now. When you're at the centre, you can have kite lessons. They've got a really good system where the lessons are one-on-one, so you get your own instructor and you can learn whatever you want. So if you're a complete beginner, they'll cater for that. If you're looking to do more freestyle tricks and do some different stuff, they'll cater for that too. Whatever you want to learn, they can teach you. Obviously, they've got Albi here, who's one of the best kiteboarders in the world. So even if you want to learn something really tricky, he's the man to speak to you about it. You can also rent gear while you're here, so if you don't want to come with all your kit, you can basically rent gear for the week or for the day or for however long you're here from Albi. It's all the latest Cabrini equipment. They've got absolutely tons of gear, so you won't be short of a kite or a board, and it's in really good condition as well. If you want to demo something, they can cater for that too. It is really an incredible spot. You can jump on a plane with your hand luggage, harness in your bag, and when you get here, you're good to go. And hey, if you don't even want to bring your harness, you don't have to do that because they've got harnesses here for you too. So to sum up, why would you want to come to Lo Stagnone in Sicily? Well, it's one of the best locations in Europe to learn to kite surf. If you're thinking about learning to kite surf, or you've got friends who want to learn to kite surf, I would highly recommend you bring them to Pro Kite Albi Rondina. They've got some of the best instructors. They really take their time with lessons, and they'll get you on the water and up and riding as quick as they can. Another reason to come here, if you're into free ride and freestyle, the water is amazing. It's super flat, it's super shallow, it's perfect for throwing down tricks, and it's really great for learning. The conditions make it so enjoyable that you almost feel like you really want to keep pushing and keep trying new tricks all the time. So definitely, if you're improving, you're into twin tipping, you're into free ride, you're into freestyle, this is a good place to come. It's also really close to most of the cities in Europe, so you'll be able to get here easily. It's not going to cost a lot of money, and it's not too expensive when you're here either. Lastly, it's windy. We've had wind every day of this trip. If you check out the forecast and the historical wind conditions, this place gets great thermal winds either from the north or the south, so you're pretty much guaranteed to get on the water. And that's exactly what you want from a kite holiday. If you're looking for an amazing no-hassle spot to come to go kiteboarding, Pro Kite Albi Rondina has to be top of your list. Lo Stagnone offers some of the best conditions in Europe for flat water. It's amazing if you want to learn to kite. It's amazing if you want to improve. There's plenty of wind. They've got all the kit, as you can see behind me. You're guaranteed to have a good time both on and off the water. There's some fantastic restaurants up and down the beach here. Masala, the little town, is only 10 minutes away. There's some fantastic restaurants there. There's a few restaurants down the way, so there's loads of good things to do in the evening, lots of entertainment, lots of nightlife. You'll be sure to have a fantastic time if you come over to Sicily this summer.